Welcome to Washburn University's School of Law short video on completing the WSBA's online prepayment form. When your organization is wanting to use allocated budget funds to purchase something online, this is a form that should be completed. These funds are primarily generated through the activity fee paid each semester by the School of Law students. This is an example of a completed WSBA online prepayment form. Please assure you complete the form in its entirety to assure your order is placed timely. This example shows that the student organization to be charged is a climate action group, and they are wanting to make a purchase online from Amazon. They've listed Amazon's address, and they've also listed the WIN. If you don't know if this organization has a WIN, you can email purchasing@washburn.edu. Let them know you're asking if there's a WIN available for the vendor's name and the vendor address. If they respond there is not one, you will need to send that vendor a W-9 to be able to process the payment in the future. Next, you submit the date that you're submitting the form and the total amount of funds you are requesting. Following are a few notes. Purchases will be approved only up to the remaining allocated budget balance for the organization. WSBA will not approve purchases with gratuity charges exceeding 20% of the pre-tax total. The maximum tip that can be approved is 20% of the total before tax is applied. Purchases must be submitted at least 5 school days before the date the purchased item is needed, or if the shipping time will exceed 5 school days, at least 2 school days longer than the shipping estimate before the item is needed. Student organizations are responsible for keeping copies of all receipts. Check payments will be mailed to the payee's mailing address unless other arrangements are made and approved in advance. That's why the address is very important and must be provided. If payee is an individual, the individual's WIN or the student ID number must be provided. The next section of the form is where you complete the date that you need the item. In this instant, this organization needs the item on 10/1. You'll note they've submitted the form on 9/1, which gives us a month to place that order. That's great. The next item they put in is the amount of the item, and then they describe the purpose. So this organization is buying engage cards for team building. If there's multiple items, you will continue listing them here. The next section is extremely important, and if it is not completed, we will be unable to place your order and you will receive your form back. This is where you will provide the link to allow us to place that order. Next, it states if this is to reimburse an individual, the individual needs to sign here. If it is for an organization, then we would be paying a vendor, not an individual. You would need to have 2 officers' signatures. In all cases, we prefer e-signatures, so you can set up a digital signature or you can use the fill and sign function in Adobe. As previously stated, you want to assure that 2 officers of the organization have signed the form. Preference would be to use the fill and sign function in Adobe. Please note that accounts payable requires more than just a typed name. Once the form is completed, including these 2 signatures, you will email the form to wsbatreasurer@washburnlaw.edu. The order will be placed by staff in the dean's office and will be delivered to the School of Law. Thank you for your time in watching this short video. Please know if you have any questions, you may reach out to the WSBA Treasurer. That email address is wsbatreasurer@washburnlaw.edu. Thank you again for your time and have a lovely day.